What's going on YouTube? In this tutorial, I just want to show you how you can insert a link in Microsoft Excel. Make sure that you watch until the end so you can see all the cool things that you can link to from an Excel sheet. So here you have some key things that someone might want to link to from an Excel sheet, whether it be a web page on the internet, a place in the Excel file that you're working in to make it easier to navigate, a file on your computer, or you can even have a link that will create a new file or send an email. So to insert a link to a web page, for example, you can go to the Insert tab and then click on Link. But what I personally like to do is like to press Control K, which is a quick shortcut to get to this page, which is just all the different things that you can link to. You can see on the left some of the key categories: existing file or web page, place in document, create a document, or email address. So let's just say I wanted to go ahead and create a link to Google. Right, so to do this, we want to type in the address that we want to navigate to once a link is clicked on under the address column. So you can do www.google.com, it autofills for us, and that is the address that the link will navigate to once you click on it. Now, text to display. So what do you want the link to show up as? So let's just say I want it to show up as Google. Now, if you click OK, then the hyperlink will just be linked to google.com. That will show up as a text Google. And you can also click on this little icon right here to navigate the internet to find the web page that you want to link to if you're doing research, for example. One thing though too is you can have a screen tip too, where a screen tip is just basically text that will display when someone highlights over the text that you're working on. So let's just say I type in subscribe. Subscribe below with a smiley face. I click OK, and then I click OK. Highlight over this. As you can see, now I have linked to Google, and if you highlight over that, there's a text. Subscribe below if you haven't done so already. Thank you. So I just say you wanted to do a similar thing, but have a link to a place in the Excel file that you're working in to make it easier to navigate. Do the same thought. Do Control K, and then you can navigate to place in this document instead, where you can navigate to wherever you want to in the Excel that you're working in. So you can type in this whole reference. I just say wanted to reference over to BB25, and now whenever you click on link, it'll navigate to BB25. And if you have an Excel file with multiple sheets, you can click whatever like sheet you want to link to. But as you see, this only has one sheet, so there's not multiple sheets listed. But make sure that you click on the proper sheet in order to navigate to where you want to go to. So right here, we want to say, BB25 as an example, but whatever text that you want to have there to make sure that you're navigating to the right spot. So click OK, and I click on BB25, for example. I can navigate over to BB25, which, if you have a large Excel file, can make it easier to navigate. Now let's just say I wanted to instead navigate to a file, like a file that's on my computer. Same thing, press Control K, and then I can do its existing file or web page, and from here I can go through and I can navigate and find the file that I want to link to. So I can, base it off the current folder that I'm in, different files that I've browsed, or recent files that I've worked with. And one thing though too is that I can click on this little icon right here to help me navigate one folders one up, and I can use this drop down to navigate to whatever, and I can use this drop down right here to navigate to wherever I want to navigate in my Excel, in my documents, right? So also I can click on this browser files icon right here, and clicking on that, I can better not. It opens up this page, and it can link. It can like help me navigate the files that I'm out on my computer much easier. So that way I can go ahead and find the exact file that I'm looking for. So let's just say I wanted to link to my histogram template that I've used for a couple of tutorials. Click OK, and then as you can see, it automatically defaults to displaying as the file path. But let's just say I type histogram instead of the file path. I click OK, And then after if I click on that, it will open up the template that I use for making histogram. Let's just say instead I wanted to have the link open up a new file once I click on the link. So to do that, I can do Control K. I can then instead click on Create New Document, and then you have a name for the document. So testing this new document. And one thing to note too is that whenever you do this, the text display will automatically default to whatever you're typing in. Though you can of course adjust that. So whatever you want to, and then you can also adjust the file path. So whatever file path you want, click change, and then select whatever file path you want the document to be navigated, whatever you want the document to be saved at, and edit in. And you can also choose edit the document now, or you can choose edit document later. So click on that, and if I click OK, click on this link right here. It identified a security concern just because Microsoft is kind of cautious around some hyperlinks at times. But I click OK. I click yes because it's fine. I know that it's just making a new document, and as you can see, a new Excel file has been made that is titled testing this new document. And last but certainly not least, you can have it go to your email client instead once you click on the link. So to do that, you can do Control K. You can have your email address. You can have text to display, so send to email, and you can also have the email address you want to send from, and then you can have the subject of your email that will kind of display once you click on the link. So for example, Brandon tests email. This is a fake email address, and testing this email. But I click OK, and if I click on this, it will take me to my email client. So one last thought too is that another option that you can use to insert hyperlinks is using the hyperlink function. And this can be helpful too if you're trying to insert a whole bunch of hyperlinks at the same time. So let's just say you want to insert a hyperlink to google.com and bing.com. And whatever you would like to have a hyperlink to. So to insert hyperlinks much quicker, we're using the hyperlink function. You can do equals hyperlink, open parentheses, link location, so that's either the cell that contains the link that you want to navigate to, or it's just the link that you want to navigate to in the form of text. So let's just say google.com, for example, and comma friendly name. So friendly name is just a display name. So what text you want displayed in the cell for your hyperlink. So let's just say call Google. And do close parentheses. Now you can see I have a hyperlink to Google, but make sure to change your friendly name to be whatever you would like, whatever you want it to be. So you can say Bing, and then YouTube. So your friendly names will match. And you can also mess with having the text before text after function to better have the friendly name more automatically populate. But that's it. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.